am going to do a palette declutter, and I want to be extremely brutal and get rid of a lot of palettes, but I don't know how well that'll be. I did a declutter not too long ago, and I'm ready to do another one. I have these Make a Revolution palettes that I don't reach for. Okay, this one is the Maxi Reloaded, I think, what is this called, Ultimate Nudes. I love me a good nude palette. I know there's a lot of repeat shades in here, but I want to look at that. I'm going to keep this because that's good for like a nice nude cut crease kind of vibe. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this and give this a go. I wish it was a little bit more browns in here, but I can do something with that palette. This palette right here, I wanted this so bad. It looked so much better online. I think I swatched it a little bit. I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it because I haven't touched it. I don't see myself using it, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that one. And then this palette here, the Earth palette, I'm definitely keeping this palette. If you don't know, I love green and blue eyeshadow. Those are my favorites, and that's why I picked this palette up. And this palette is giving earthy, so I want to keep this. I want to get some use out of that. Okay, this next palette here is from Make a Revolution. This is the Alexis Stone palette, but I feel like this is good to have. I feel like it's good to have, but I don't reach for it. But I like the fact that I have all the colors I need, but honestly, I just don't reach for it. And I got a lot of other colorful palettes. I really want to keep it for this red and this blue and the purple, but that doesn't make sense. So I'm gonna put this to the side, and because I don't know about this, I don't use it, so we're gonna put this to the side for now. Oh, I got another Make a Revolution palette. This is the Mars palette. This one is pretty. I'm gonna put this in the Keep pal, but let me see. I'm gonna put this over in the Declutter pal, and I will come back to it, but as of right now, I really don't need it. I have this palette here. I got this from Marshalls. I have been seeing this lately. I'll see this every now and then. This is from Simply Bella. This is the Coffee Time palette. This is a really nice palette. The blushes in here are beautiful. The only thing is, like, some colors in here are a hit or miss. Like these highlighters are not great, but these blushes up here, the blushes are nice. The blushes are really nice. So yeah, you can find this palette at Marshalls. I have used this palette, I believe, like twice, so I'm gonna keep that. This is my 3502 palette. I'm definitely keeping this, like, yes. I have this Morphe 35X Big Primping palette. I'm going to keep this. This is pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and keep this 35R palette. This is my favorite palette. This is actually my first ever Morphe palette, but I had it in the old packaging, and I tossed that palette and I purchased this exact palette in the new packaging because I'm pretty sure the one I had was old. Definitely gonna keep my Lisa Frank palette. This is just for collector's items. I've used that once, but I don't see myself using that again. My Jaclyn Hill palettes, mine still look brand new. I don't know, I just wasn't crazy about it like how everybody else was. I've used it maybe twice, and I had this for a long time, but I'm gonna keep it because there's some beautiful colors in here, and I might just keep this and use it on others because I just don't use it on myself. And same for the Volume 2. I don't really use it on myself. I don't think I don't know. So it's pretty, so I'm going to keep that because eventually I get some use out of it. I have this Beauty Bay Midnight palette. I'm definitely keeping that. Like, yes ma'am. I have used this several times before. I haven't dived into the purples. I might have, I don't know, but that blue section I've used that. Definitely keeping the Beauty Bay Fiery palette, keeping that. I have this Morphe 35XS No Silence Night palette. I think this came out last year, so I'm gonna keep that. I just recently got that. To be honest with you, I don't know why I bought this Morphe 35A Up Till Dawn palette. It's pretty, but like, I just kind of like, I think this section right here got me because of the greens. I'm going to put this to the side, keep the Be Perfect Cosmetics. That is always a gem. And then I have the 35D Desert Bouquet palette. This is another one. I don't know why I picked it up, but this side right here, oh my god, like, so pretty. Like, this color right here is called Hot as Ever. I don't want to just keep this palette for that color there, but it's, oh, look at it. This is the perfect, I know I can like depot this shadows because I don't see myself really reaching for this palette. I'm gonna depot this. I'm gonna put this in a declutter pile. Mickey Mouse palette now. This is so cute. I'm gonna keep this. I got this on clearance. I'm gonna keep that. That is a cute palette. Then I have the 35U Gilded Desert palette. I don't think this palette was that pigmented. I'm gonna keep it for now. This palette I got from Marshalls. This is from a brand called Eyeshadow Beauty. It's so pretty, the packaging. I think the palette is called Free Soul. Gorgeous, right? Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I'm gonna keep this palette. This one is the 35 Supernatural Glow palette. This palette I'm gonna be using on others. So yeah, I wanted to share that with you guys. I have used it twice on somebody, but I just wanted to share and show you guys that's what I'm going to be putting that as in like a makeup kit kind of thing. And then I have this palette from Eyeshadow Beauty. This is the Gabrielle palette. The packaging is gorgeous, but I haven't tried this out yet either, and I think I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna go ahead and let her go. Then I have another one. This one is the Bare Soul palette. This one I'm going to keep. I'm gonna keep this one. I don't know why this was giving me like BH Cosmetics vibe. I'm keeping this BH Studio Pro palette. I found this at Marshalls one day, y'all. I gotta start using this. Like, the camera is washing it out. You got your creamy mattes, and then you got your shimmers. Like, this palette is really pigmented. Like, I need to start using this. Like, these shadows are so creamy, so creamy. I might need to keep this on my desk, on my vanity, because like, what? I found it at Marshalls like a long time ago, so I'm definitely keeping it. It literally says creamy mattes, and they're creamy for real. Like, this formula is really, really nice, so hopefully it delivers on the eyes. Oh, then of course I'm keeping the Beauty Bay Earth palette. This is called Earthy palette. This hair organizer is going to be the hard one because I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep everything. So I'm definitely keeping the BH Miss Claus, the Lit palette. This is giving Christmas vibes. Like, you know, people be saying stuff is like holiday collections, and it don't be no holiday colors in there. This is a true holiday palette, so I'm definitely going to be keeping that. I have the BH Naughty palette. Definitely going to be keeping that as well. I have these two Beauty Creation palettes. This is the Ringmaster palette, and I love the packaging. The packaging is beautiful. You can still get these palettes, but I don't reach for them. And then this one is the Fortune Teller palette from Beauty Creation. I think this one is a little bit more colorful, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna keep that one. ColourPop Play It Jewel palette. And I think I had this for a while. I hate when you do a declutter and you swatch and the palette want to start showing out. Like, that's a good nude color. I'm still gonna put you to the side because, alright, I don't know what you thought this was. Okay, then I got the ColourPop Gone Matte. I'm definitely gonna keep this. The So Jaded with Kathleen Light. So let's keep that. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and keep that. Of course, they don't sell this anymore. Then I have the It's a Mood palette, and then I have the Cara Beauty Hello Honey palette. Definitely gonna keep this. I have all of my Cara Beauty palettes. They haven't really came out with any more of the like pro palettes. I'm gonna keep these because I went crazy trying to make sure I had all of them. So I'm gonna keep these. All right, so we're moving on to my drawers. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do everything tonight, but I'm gonna try to move through this quickly as possible. As you guys can see, it's stuff to the top. I have this drawer. I got some down here. I got this drawer, and then I got that drawer. So I have a lot of palettes, and then I got this drawer up here. I have this Profusion Dark Castle palette. I picked this up because it was part of their Halloween collection, but I'm not going to use it, so that can go. ColourPop Star Wars palette, because I wanted this so bad, so I'm going to keep that. Okay, I got this palette from Temu, and I don't think it was that bad, like far as like the swatches. I'm going to put it in the declutter pile and come back to it. Y'all don't mind my drawers. They're dirty and they raggedy. I done had them since I was a little girl. Look at that. Just ghetto. I'm keeping the ColourPop Cabana Club palette. Keeping the Barbie palette. Keep the Hocus Pocus palette. Then I have the Disney palette from ColourPop, the Snow White palette. This is a Halloween palette from Profusion that I'm going to keep. Let's see. Okay, these Juvia's Place palettes. This was cute, but I don't really reach for these. I'll keep that. I'm gonna play around with that. This is the Bronze Rustic palette. Most likely gonna keep this. Okay, I have the ColourPop Nude palette. I used to love this. Definitely keeping. I got the ColourPop Feeling Bubbly. Oh, that's pretty. I'm gonna keep it for now. This is the Big Poppy palette from ColourPop. Definitely gonna keep. Look at that, so pretty. I have the Lakers palette from ColourPop. I need to open this so I can look at it. The purple. Do I need this? Yep. I'm gonna keep this palette. I'm gonna keep the Chicago Bulls, like duh. The BH Nice palette. I don't like how small the pans are. They don't sell this anymore, and I'll feel so bad getting rid of it. I don't like really use it. Like, why are the pan size so small? Like, why did y'all do that? But I'm gonna keep it. All right, keep it Anastasia. I got two, so I'm keeping those. The Tarte Man Eater palette, definitely keeping that one. Then I have the Smoking Hot palette. Gonna keep that one from ColourPop. So this is from MY-REE. This is one of those, what is it called? The Power Multi Effects palette. I knew I shouldn't got this one, but oh, wait a minute. I'm talking too soon. That's pretty. All of my Juvia's Place palettes are being kept. Actually, I mean, this is cute for spring. Like, it was okay. I'm just gonna keep it. So all of my Juvia's Place palettes I'm gonna keep, so you don't need to be looking at that. This is one of my biggest regrets. I hated that I depotted this palette and then tried to recreate my own color scheme with some more ColourPop shadows. I hate that I did that, because it's like now the original form is gone. I think this is one of the original shades. I have the 9X Little Extra palette from MY-REE. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep that. Like, I am not getting rid of anything. I'm gonna keep this ColourPop Lush Life palette. Of course, Nightmare Before Christmas. In the Springs palette, definitely gonna keep that. Ooh, if I say, is it stuck, child? keeping all of that. I got the Beauty Bay Wilderness palette, one of my favorites. Then I have the Hershey's Milk Chocolate. I want to keep this. I just got that this year, so I just got this year. Flirty Talk, keeping that. This is the Morphe Matte Essentials. I'm gonna keep it. Am I gonna use it? That's the whole point of being brutal. Keeping the Chocolates palette from ColourPop. Y'all know what this look like. I'm pretty sure you guys have it. I have these little small ColourPop palettes. They don't sell these anymore, but I'm keeping. They don't sell this particular collection. This is their nude collection. I'm keeping every single last one of them because they don't sell it anymore. BH Venom palette. I'm keeping that. Like, it's just giving. It's giving Halloween. I love I love the packaging. My Magic Collection Safari palette. I have this BH Optimistic AF palette. Gorgeous. I'm going to keep that. I blame Bailey Sarian for this because she did a look where she did one of her Murder Mystery Monday. That's what it's called, right? And it was so pretty. Like, look at those colors. Like, you can't tell me. I don't even understand why I haven't played in this palette yet. Like, yeah, we're keeping that. Okay, I can't get rid of these little ColourPop Easter. I haven't touched them, so I can get you know, I actually have used one. Maybe I can keep one of them. Like, maybe this silver color. Maybe I could keep this color. This is in the color, I think it's just white. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's pretty. So I could keep that one because they're kind of like sheer. Like this yellow one I tried was sheer. I thought I tried the orange one. I guess not. I mean, that orange would be cute for like summer, like a soft orange eye. You really have to like pack these colors on. But maybe I keep that orange for like summer. Definitely gonna keep that orange and the white and all the rest of them. Even the blue, the green. They can go. I haven't touched them, so they can go. I'm gonna keep because one day I'm gonna go to Disney World and I want them to sign this palette. Ruby Kisses Jaded, gonna keep that. I have these little palettes from Dollar Tree because I want to do a Dollar Tree like, ooh, I want to do a Dollar Tree look. Oh, those are pigmented. Come on, Dollar Tree. Yeah, these from LA Colors. Everything is pretty much, everything is in here. Like, I didn't get rid of nothing. Whatever palette. I wanted this so bad. It's a nice fall palette. Oh, that's pretty. You gotta stop swatching stuff when you decluttering because that doesn't help. Not one bit. Okay, this can go. This can go for sure. I don't need that. I haven't used it. I got it in the BoxyCharm. I'm going to keep this. This is Walking on Eggshells. Girl, I haven't even opened this. Am I going to use it? Probably not. I got some more Wet n Wild. And then I have some e.l.f. Bite Size. All of them I'm going to keep. You can't go wrong with that. And I just got like some single shadows in here. Just got that. Keeping Safari, keeping another ColourPop palette, keeping NARS. I'm gonna keep that. Y'all, I'm horrible. Like, I'm not really getting rid of anything. I ain't gotta say too much. Keeping that. Like, literally my keep pile is not doing what it needs to do. Okay, keeping. It's part of my Halloween makeup collection that I'm going to be separating. This is some more Halloween makeup from BH. Oh, look at the green. Okay, let's swatch because maybe I don't need it. I knew that one. I knew it. I knew that one was going to get me. Oh, yeah. And then here's blue. We ain't got to, you know, I'm keeping that. I got some more palettes back here. What is this? This is the MY-REE Neutral Territory. It's Painted Desert. For sure keeping. Wild Child from ColourPop. Like, that is not going anywhere. And then this one, MY-REE Catch the Sun. I can probably get rid of this. Oh Lord, look at that. That's just swatched so lovely. Ooh, I like this color. This one. It's like a soft, where is it? This is a soft color. That is a soft color. Not doing good, you guys. The bronze metal. You know this not going nowhere. MY-REE Khaki Calling. It's the swatching. That's what it is. I don't recommend swatching when you're trying to declutter. Just look at it like, I haven't used it. You gotta go. But you can't deny those beautiful swatches though. Oh, I'm gonna keep this palette. This one is my favorite. The Midnight Dune palette. I like this one. This one's my favorite. Definitely keeping that. Wet n Wild Always Naked. I think I might have used this once, but I can get rid of this. I don't need this. Oh my God. Every time I don't need it. You know what? Oh Lord. Stop swatching. This is Champagne Glow. This kind of look like Neutral Territory. Now they're different. I have these Milani Halloween palettes. I mean, I don't really reach for them at all. I didn't touch them this Halloween. Guess what? I'm gonna keep it. It's gonna go in my Halloween makeup drawer. This is from the Looney Tunes collection. I can get rid of this. I don't see myself reaching for this. I can get rid of that. But I'm keeping Tweety Bird. This is from Cara Beauty. This is the Road Trippin' palette. And I'm keeping that. Look at the brown. I need to actually... This needs... Oh, look at that. I'm keeping. And Tinkerbell. I'm keeping that from ColourPop. This is a beautiful palette. This is so pretty. So I'm going to keep that. This one is the Laid Back palette. I'm going to get rid of this. I mean, oh, hold on. I have reds. I have a few reds in my collection. Oh, look at this color. That's pretty, but I'm not going to use this. I'm gonna get rid of this. Once we start organizing, I will, you know, make some final decisions on what I don't and do need or whatever. I just got these Canyon palettes, so I'm gonna keep these. I had this palette for a long time. This is the e.l.f. times Jen Atkins, but my highlighter broke. But the colors up here is gorgeous, and I always tell myself, like, you're gonna use them. You're gonna use this. You're gonna use this, but I haven't. But I don't want to get rid of that because this is a nice everyday little palette, so I really do need to get rid of it because I don't use it. But I really need to get rid of it because I haven't reached for it. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of it. I'm gonna get rid of this Techniques palette too, because this, let me tell you, this has made through several declutters and I brung it back, but I change my mind every time I swatch it. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of it. I just haven't touched it by now, so it gotta go. So these, keeping all of these, of course. I just recently got all of these. This is the ABH palette. Supreme Nudes. Keeping one of my favorites. I got some really nice palettes in here. I'm keeping this for collector's items. This is the Corpse Bride times Makeup Revolution. I haven't used it. It's just collector's items. That's all. Maybe I'll use it one day. Maybe I won't. Tammy times Revolution. I think this was sent to me. I don't know if I don't see myself. I mean, I would have picked it up, but I think this was sent to me, but I don't reach for this and I don't need it, so I got other colorful palettes, so I can get rid of that. This is Revolution times The Nightmare Before Christmas. Once again, keeping for collector's items. I have these two palettes here from Wicked Sisters Halloween palettes. This one is the House of Horrors. And you got Texas Chainsaw Massacre picture on the front, and then this is like a Freddy Krueger inspired packaging, so I'm keeping those, of course. This hair palette, I don't even remember, I probably ordered this online, but it looked like a holiday palette from Makeup Revolution. I don't need this. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of it. I have the Bad Habit Aphrodite palette. Y'all remember Shop Hush Bad Habit? I still got mine. They were the very first brand to send me my biggest PR package ever. They sent over a bunch of eyeshadow palettes. I think I still have the video on my channel, but I felt like a real YouTuber. They sent over a big PR package with all of their latest eyeshadows, and the Aphrodite palette was one of them that was in there, and I gave one to my friend, and I kept the original one that I think I bought with my own money. But girl, I just really felt like a YouTuber. I'm like, okay, I made it. So I'm always gonna keep this because it just brings back that memory. And this was a dupe for one of the this was a dupe for the Huda Beauty palette. I can't remember what that palette was called. I know I recently got this year, I believe. I think it was like a couple dollars. This is supposed to be like a dupe for the Huda Beauty palette. Ooh, look at that. This swatch very nice. Oh, this is creamy. This is another Technique palette. They make like a lot of dupes. I don't have the palette that this is duping, so from Huda, so I might just keep this. These shades are very creamy. So I'm gonna put it in a declutter pile for now. I have these LA Girl sparkly palettes. I'm definitely keeping these for the packaging, whether I use them or not. They don't have the best color story, but they're just girly. I can always end up using these as decor one day, so I'm keeping that. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This is ghetto. I'm sorry. All of them like that. Like all of them. Stay in. Stay. All right. Too Faced Chocolate. Oh, I used to love this palette. What is it? Let me see what it looked like, girl. Oh, I used to love this palette. It smells like chocolate. Ooh, this is my favorite color right here. Gold dipped. Like every time I was going to like an event or like a party or something, I would whip this palette out and I would use this color, baby. And it's still delivering. I'm gonna keep that. I got this Zoeva matte palette. This is another palette that I be trying to use, but every time I swatch it, it changed my mind. Every time I want to declutter it, but I haven't touched it by now, so it can go. I'm gonna keep this one, this palette from MY-REE, Makeup Revolution. I know I found this at like Marshall's or something. I'll put it in a declutter pile. This Sample Beauty, the Rain palette. I need to try this. Definitely keeping the two. This is never going anywhere. I absolutely love this palette. I got the Morphe Cherry Coke. We're gonna keep it for now and see. Oh, I forgot I had this Too Faced Born This Way Sunset Strip palette. I'm disappointed though, because I definitely don't need this if I have this. And when I think of a sunset strip, I think of like the sunset sun, like oranges, some reds. They kind of missed the mark. Like, they be tripping. Like, why would you do that? That's literally the same palette. Ooh, girl, about to drop the damn palette. They're like different, but they're the same. Like, Too Faced be tripping, and then I bought it like a dummy. But I'm gonna keep it. LA Girl Pro Neutrals palette. You know, put this in a declutter pile. Pat McGrath, of course, that's thin. That ain't going nowhere. BH Cosmetic Lunar New Year palette. This, I love the color scheme. They don't sell it no more, of course. Can't get rid of it because this is such a pretty color scheme, and I just can't get rid of it. Not just yet. No. Oh, this is the Heather Austin palette with Adept Cosmetics. Definitely keeping this. Like, the colors in here were beautiful. I'm keeping that. Revolution. What the hell, like, it's for? Oh, you know what? It came out of that. I'm like, I know I didn't buy this on my own. It came out of that little gift. I bought like a Makeup Revolution little. I haven't even opened it. And I'm gonna keep it that way because I don't think I'm gonna use it. Probably not gonna use it, and it's brand new. It hasn't been open, so I'm gonna put that in declutter. This is a Halloween palette I'm gonna keep. And here's another like Halloween palette from Makeup Revolution. Oh, I forgot I had this Dominique. I'm pretty sure I got this from Ross, but this is the Dominique Cora Blossom palette. Keeping. Definitely, this is not going nowhere. The Christmas palette from Glam Light, not Glam Light, but Give Me Glow. This is Morphe Truth or Bear. We're gonna keep that. Love a good nude. This is Sunset Beats from Morphe. Keeping. I don't need it, but we're gonna keep it. Keeping Glam Goth palette. Then I got some BH palettes in here, so keeping Jackie Soft Glam. I got the Nueve palette, and I forgot I had it. I seen it in here last week or whatever, but I want to keep it because I'm pretty sure it wasn't cheap. Jaclyn Hill Divine Neutrals. I used to love this palette. Need to whip that out. Keeping that. Okay, all of these Cara Beauty palettes, I don't really reach for them. These are cute, but I'm pretty sure I got these from Marshalls. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get rid of them. I don't reach for them at all. I mean, I like the concept. Maybe I'll keep one. Here's the yellow one. Yeah, there's 3 of them. Here's the yellow one. I mean, I like the concept with the hard glitter and then the shadows. Maybe I'll keep the yellow one because it's colorful shades in here, and then get rid of the other 2. I'd rather keep the red one because the red one has, yeah, like, what is wrong with me? Tell them keep the colorful one. So I keep the red one and get rid of the yellow and the orange. Oh my god, I am tweaking. And then I have this Cara Beauty Magic in the Air. Keeping that is cute. And I'm gonna keep all of these BH palettes. Like, BH is becoming nostalgic. So I'm gonna keep all of these palettes. I got the 80s, the 2000s, and the 90s. And then I have this Morphe 1971 Coca-Cola collection, but I'm gonna get rid of this one. Declutter this one. This is a beautiful palette. I like this shade in here, but I don't reach for it. I'm gonna keep this palette. Nana Beauty gave me this palette. She sent it over. She's kind enough to send this palette over. This is so pretty. I like beauty based shadows, and I don't have the Retro Love palette. I don't think I even swatched this. Ooh, look at this. Ooh. Get out and shut your mouth. Shut your mouth, then get out. Like, what in the icicle? That looked like a blue icicle. All these palettes over here are not going anywhere. Ugh, horrible. Okay, let me just show you guys what they are first. Okay, these are all of the BH palettes. This is not going anywhere. So let's just go through these. I probably should go through these. Okay. For some reason, I wanted this one so bad. This is the Cosmic Trip palette. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes the Makeup Revolution palettes and these 10 palettes be pretty good. I really don't need this. I don't reach for it, so maybe that can go. Definitely not getting rid of this. This is part of their Halloween collection. This is one of my, you know why this is my favorite. I love roses. I tell y'all that all the time. I'm keeping this. And I use this palette. I do. I haven't used it in a while, but it was one point where I was going crazy using this. That's never going anywhere. This Game of Thrones palette, definitely keeping. I think I've used this once or twice. Keeping that. I love the color story. Then I have this Friends palette. I think I found this at like Marshall's. Okay, do I need this? So that can go. This is another Halloween palette. This is Enchanted from Revolution. You know this is Stan. Okay, you know that's Stan. Where you think that's going? You know where? This is Stan too. This is, what is this? Fire palette. Boom. Of course that's Stan. Where does this come from? Pat McGrath. Keeping that, of course. Another Pat. I got 3 Pat McGrath palettes. I think this one was on sale for $50. Yeah, and then this one was $75, and then the other one was $100 or something dollars. Okay, because sometimes I'm like, I don't see myself, like, how much were these palettes? But I forgot. Okay, let's go through this. My mom just bought me this palette, so I'm gonna keep it. I just wish her face wasn't all over here, but she just bought this for me, so I'm gonna keep it. Just got this ColourPop palette, the Haunted Mansion collection. Just got the Rock On with ColourPop. Keeping that. Oh, here we go. This is ghetto. Whatever. I got the Glamier. This is pretty, but I haven't reached for it. I want to keep it though. Keeping the Frosted Flakes. Profusion Minimalist. I love this palette. It's so pretty. I think it's nice. This palette is nice to me for like the holidays. So this drawer right here, I'm gonna have to hold it because it's broken. So I'm not gonna be able to, like, well, I probably can. I just have to adjust it, but I'm not gonna be able to hold, like, show you guys everything. But this drawer is broken, so yeah. I have this palette. Let me scooch out back. All right, I have this hair palette from City Colors. This is a pretty palette. I've used it once before, but I could get rid of it. Makeup by Mario palette, keeping. This is a dupe for, what is it called? Too Faced palette. Put this in a declutter pile. Got the Artist Couture bronze palette, keeping that. Makeup Revolution mini shadow palette. This is the Soace X palette. I think I found this on clearance for like $3, so that's pretty. Okay, let's look at these Sephora palettes. Well, wait, all of these not Sephora. These are Cara Beauty. I really don't gravitate towards these, so they're pretty, but I think I'm gonna keep one. I think I'm only gonna keep the neutral palette with you and then get rid of these two. I'm gonna keep this one and I keep both of these. Keeping these MAC palettes. This is the Selena palette and the Stranger Things palette. I know I got the Stranger Things palette on clearance, I believe. Wait. Let me swatch this first. Why did I pick this up? It had to have been on clearance. Because I really don't need this. That green swatch really nice. I can declutter that Stranger Things palette and keep the Selena. I didn't know I had so many of the BH Birthstone palettes. So I'm going to keep this one. I'm going to keep this one. Probably going to keep all of them. Yeah, I'm probably going to keep all of them. Like, yeah, so I don't even know why I'm like, I'm keeping. And then I'm going to keep these Nicka K palettes. Just keep in mind, we still have to organize all of these palettes. So I probably will change my mind on some of these things. I'm going to get rid of these Magic Collection palettes. I don't reach for these. These are cute, but I don't reach for them. Got the Violet Voss Sunflower palette. That had to been on sale. I'm going to put this to the side. Keep the Supremes Nude, the Quickie palette. That's my favorite. This is another Halloween palette from BH. I'm going to keep that. And of course, Nicka K, I am keeping. This is the Makeup I got the Revolution 90s Babies palette. 90s Baby palette. I don't need it. Found this at Walgreens for like $3. This is like part of their holiday collection, the Sugar Cookie. It's cute. I haven't opened it, but I'm not going to use it. Definitely going to keep this palette. I don't think they even sell this anymore from ColourPop. This one is from Milani. That can go. Violet Voss Rose Party. That can go. Okay, this is from Five Below. This is the Sweet Cocoa palette. I'm going to keep that. The only reason why I'm keeping this LA Girl palette, Foreplay palette, because I think Juicy Jazz was talking about how much she loved this palette, but I just don't use it. I don't use it. It's a nice palette, but every time I swatch it, I change my mind. So we're gonna hang on to it. Like I said, we still gotta organize so I can change my mind or whatever. This is a Cara Beauty palette. This is the Sagittarius palette. This one is going to stay. I've used this a few times. Actually really pretty, but I don't reach for it anymore. That can go. I have this Sephora Pocket palette. Why did I buy this? Let me see. Oh. Alright. Oh. Okay, little pocket. Little Sephora pocket. Oh. Okay, I'll put that right back in my pocket. So these are the Jaclyn Hill palettes with Morphe. This is the Ring the Alarm, keeping that one. This is Arm and Gorgeous, keeping that one. This one is Bling Boss. I can get rid of that one. This is the Aquarius palette from Cara Beauty. The camera is not doing its justice. It's because I don't have any pastel. I don't have a lot of pastel colors in my collection, but I don't see myself reaching for this. That swatch pretty nicely though. Ooh, I just want this palette for this color, but I can get rid of that. Okay, so y'all, this project, decluttering my eyeshadow palettes, took me about 2 weeks. It took me about 2 weeks because it was just a lot. And so basically the first half, like the whole first half of the video, you guys seen me barely getting rid of anything. I got rid of some stuff, and basically, to me, that was just a rough draft of everything, you know, just kind of going through everything. And once I started organizing and just being real with myself, I got rid of more. So here are some more palettes that I got rid of. I got rid of some of those Cara Beauty palettes that I just wasn't using. I'm like, I just need to get over trying to collect them. I'm not using them. So here are some of the palettes that I'm not using, I'm not touching, I don't see myself using. I'm giving these palettes away. Yeah, and like I said, I just have to go back, go through everything and kind of see what I really did want and not want. And then here's another batch of palettes that I am getting rid of. So I just took some more palettes out the little bin I have. Everything over here I'm getting rid of. I changed my mind about. I wanted to keep this because I think I might. I decided to. Y'all remember Face Candy and Bad Habit from Shop Hush? I just really want to keep these for nostalgic reasons, but I don't use them at all. So I don't know. I really don't know. So yeah, the only palettes that I decided that I decluttered and decided to keep were, I just literally got these. I don't know why I put them in there. So I'm gonna keep these from ColourPop, and then I'm gonna hang on to this BFF palette from BH. I'm gonna have family and friends go through all of this, see if they want anything. I am not selling anything or giving anything away in a giveaway. Hey my loves, I do want to add that the reason why I'm not selling anything is because honestly, I just mentally and physically don't have time to wait for these palettes to sell, because I need to get this out of my space. I'm trying to be clutter free, and this is taking up a lot of my space. I really do apologize. I would love to give you guys these palettes or sell them to you all or whatever on MY-REE, but as of right now, I just need to get these palettes out of my space. I decided to declutter them, and I'm happy with that, but I'm letting family and friends go through them. But I just want you guys to enjoy the video, and like I said, I won't be selling any palettes because I just don't have the time or the patience to wait for them to sell out. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This first drawer right here is, this whole entire side right here is Beauty Supply Store eyeshadow palettes. I got Ruby Kisses and Nicka K, and those are just a few smaller palettes from other brands like Elf, LA Colors, Morphe, but for the most part that's Beauty Supply Store. And these are all of my pigments and smaller palettes. Juvia's Place, I got ColourPop back there mixed with some Morphe. Once again, just as long as it got a home, I just don't really care. I'm just over organizing everything. I will go back through everything and do what I need to do, but not today. This is my Halloween. Well, this is not Halloween. By the way, I have this. You guys will probably see that in a makeup haul. Yeah, this is my Halloween makeup section. I do have some Makeup Revolution palettes back here because some of those are Halloween palettes. But this is my little Halloween makeup section right here. I do have a few more palettes to add on from Glam Light. I still have a lot. Like I feel like I did really put a dent, but I did put a dent. I think I did pretty well, and I got rid of some really nice palettes. This drawer has my bigger palettes. Well, listen, once again, I just was putting palettes where it had some room. So those are my bigger palettes down there. Yeah, that is the end of this video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick declutter, and we will be doing my makeup cart next. It's over here. It's a mess. So we will be decluttering my makeup cart, which is filled with press-on nails, face palettes, and makeup brushes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and comment down below and let me know what you have decluttered lately, whether it was a few palettes or just let me know. So yeah, so I will talk to you guys in another video. Bye.